A year ago, the idea of Nigel Farage becoming Prime Minister would have raised laughter, or at least a theatrical eye roll. Today, that laughter is faltering. After a staggering performance in the 25 local elections and the Shock, Runcorn and Helsby by-election win, the question once whispered in Westminster bars is now asked with genuine seriousness. Could Farage really enter number 10? His vehicle, Reform UK, because it changes, of course, has changed from a protest movement into a disruptive electoral force. With 5 MPs now, 1 ex-MP, 2 mayors, 10 councils under its belt, and over 800 councillors, though falling at 20, I think 29 councillors have dropped out in the last 2 weeks. It's capitalised on widespread disillusion with both Labour and the Conservatives. The numbers are stark. National polling places Reform at 30%, ahead of Labour on 22%, Conservatives on 17%, and Lib Dems on 18%, and the Greens on 10%. For a party that once fought for oxygen in the margins of media coverage, this is an extraordinary repositioning. First past the post, once a noose for third parties, is now a lifeline, with 4- and 5-way contests winning 30% in fragmented constituencies might suffice to bring Farage in with a major success. A More in Common MRP poll recently suggested that if trends hold, Reform could win over 180 seats, and a majority if its support inches a little higher. Now, Farage's core strength lies in 3 areas: the Red Wall, Wales, and the eastern spine of England, think Lincolnshire, Kent and Essex. These are regions where Reform isn't just nibbling at Labour or Conservative edges, it's devouring the entire dinner. Crucially, this is not the angry man in the pub constituency. Reform's appeal is broadening. Zia Yusuf, the party's chairman and a British Muslim businessman, has professionalised the party's machine. New members are more female, more moderate, less Tommy Robinson adjacent, and Farage, interestingly, left UKIP because it became too obsessed with Islam. Today, Reform boasts a chairman who has been the target of racism from within his own support base, yet continues to campaign with vigour and dignity. If this is to be a party of government, not merely grievance, it must do 3 things. It needs to sharpen its policy agenda, select credible parliamentary candidates who won't drop out at the first sign of trouble, and perhaps most challengingly, keep Farage from fighting with his own side. Now, here's the rub. Momentum alone doesn't make a prime minister. Farage's relationship with Donald Trump could prove toxic. Even Reform's own supporters are uneasy about the transatlantic camaraderie. His NHS policy is ill-defined, his economic instincts incoherent, a mixture of nationalism and libertarianism, and while immigration is his strong suit, it may no longer dominate the political agenda. Net migration has halved, partly because of Conservative policies, partly because of Rachel Reeves' plans coming into effect. There's also the question of scrutiny. The more credible Farage becomes as a contender, the more he will be treated as such. That means forensic press attention. It means the need for a shadow cabinet, not just crowd-pleasing slogans. And Labour's strategy will be clear: tactical voting and fear. The Stop Farage campaign will be visceral and relentless. Remember, as many people despise Farage as admire him. He unites his base, yes, but he also galvanises the opposition like few others. British politics is fragmenting, and Farage is surfing that chaos. In 2025, the combined vote share of the Tories and Labour fell below 37% in local elections. That's unprecedented in modern history. The system built for a 2-party rule is now in flux, but this fragmentation cuts both ways. Reform may rise, but without dominance in Scotland, inner city seats, or Lib Dem heartlands, Farage will need to sweep vast rural and post-industrial England. And that's not impossible, but it's a tall order. And then there's the elephant in the voting booth, which is turnout. Fragmentation discourages participation. Many reform wins have come on low turnout and slim margins. Can that be translated into general election victory? So, will Nigel Farage be Prime Minister? The honest answer is perhaps. He has a path, it's narrow, winding, and beset with hazards, but it exists. It relies on things staying the same for the next 4 years, or moving in Farage's direction. I think that's a big ask. If Starmer falters, if the Conservatives collapse further, and if Farage can keep his movement disciplined and constructive, then yes, it's conceivable. But if there's one thing British politics has taught us, from Brexit to Boris, it's this: don't laugh too loudly. The last laugh may yet belong to Nigel Farage.